So let's start off by talking about what online course platforms are. And I know some of you are like, Ron, I know what that is. You can skip ahead in the video to the different types of online course platforms. But for those that don't know, in the simplest way, online course platforms are essentially traditional classrooms brought to the internet, right? That's a simple way of putting it. What do I mean by that? Well, basically online course platforms, they allow you as an instructor to have your own virtual classroom, right? You can host quizzes. You can assign, different papers, assignments. You can create videos and put them up there. Basically, it allows you to showcase all of your knowledge online in a way that is much more substantial than like if you just put out YouTube videos or something like that. So an online course platforms allow you to do that, but they also, in addition, allow you to market your courses and to recruit students. And they allow you to understand progress reports for your students and how your students are actually interacting with the content and have discussions. And in addition to that, some of the platforms actually allow you to have interactive type of content, like whiteboards and things that people can click on and actually interact with while they're going through your course. Now again, when I say online course platforms, that is typically an all-encompassing term. So let's talk about the different types of online course platforms because there are different ones out there. So first off are the dedicated online course platforms, okay? These are the platforms that are specifically focused on one thing and one thing only, and that is creating your own online school. This includes platforms like Thinkific, LearnWorlds, Teachable, and Teachery. The next type of platform are all-in-one online course platforms. So these particular platforms are a little bit different. They do everything that the dedicated online course platforms do, but they take it a step further, usually in the marketing area, right? So with an all-in-one course platform, you're allowed to create all the courses and have a lot of the bells and whistles there. But in addition to that, they also have functionality to run your own webinars and to set up email sequences and things like that that help you take your marketing for the courses a step further than the other dedicated online course platforms do. Next are WordPress online course plugins, right? These are for the folks who use WordPress, like the OneHourProfessor site, right? And they're looking to keep all of their content, all of their courses within their own ecosystem in WordPress. That's what these plugins allow you to do. Now, next is the enterprise LMS platforms. These are typically going to be a step above what most people who are here are looking for. So with these platforms, you're able to basically roll out in large numbers courses to your staff. And this is something that typically is done within small, medium businesses, and they need a training area for all their employees. That's what enterprise LMS platforms are really focused on. So next is online learning platforms. And these are basically marketplaces, right? They're course marketplaces that have hundreds, if not thousands of instructors. And then they have thousands, if not tens of thousands of students, right? And what you're able to do as an instructor there is you're able to roll your courses out there, and then they already have a student base that can potentially purchase your course. But I give you a word of caution here because I personally lived through it, is that with these particular platforms, usually you get a very small amount of money for when you actually sell a course. So I typically tend to stay away from these. So those are the different types of online course platforms. And if now you're kind of overwhelmed and you're like, well, Ron, I don't really know what kind of platform I need, I can tell you 98, maybe 99% of you need the dedicated online course platform. Or in other words, the first one that we talked about, right? That just allows you to create your online school. You could maybe get into the all-in-one course platform that has, some more stuff for marketing, but generally, I highly recommend that you just stick with the online course platforms, the dedicated ones in the beginning. They're great, and there is also a free option there. You can't beat free, right? There is a free option that will allow you to get started without really having to invest anything either, which is great.